It's been a while since I did another Bellroy review, and I thought, well, you know what, Sash, it's time you went and bought a new wallet, and I bought this wallet so you don't have to. The wallet I'm talking about is one that I've had my eye on for a while now. Not that I don't own a similar one already, but this one in particular grabbed my interest because it was a slightly little bit different. And the wallet that I'm talking about is the Bellroy Folio Mini, and it's in this beautiful green color that I actually opted in this time. So I already had the card wallet, which is the Card Pocket, and it's had good use. I've had this for about, I don't know, maybe a year or two. I haven't used it every day, which I never use the same wallet for too long anyway, but I've had it for a while. It's stood the test of time. When it does get used, it's got some nice patina. But when I saw the folio, I thought, well, that looks a little bit different. It looks a little bit bigger. It looks like you can have a few more compartments. And I thought, well, you know what? I want to get my hands on it and see if I'm actually going to enjoy it. So what I've done, as usual, I bought the wallet. This is not sponsored by Bellroy. It hasn't been given to me for free. I paid for it with my own hard-earned cash. And I've used it for a couple of weeks. And the reason, which is I'm not doing an unboxing because there's a wallet, I've used it for a couple of weeks so I can really see whether I will enjoy it as much as I thought I would, versus in theory based on what I've seen other YouTubers and on the web. So the reason I picked up this Folio Mini in this particular green color is I like it. It's, you know, it's unusual. It matches some of my other green accessories for my Apple Watch, for example. Hey, it's all about the accessories. It's got this nice brown tab on the zip, which I really like, and it's slightly different to my black. So as you can see in the light, it is a very different color, but at the same time, it's also very different in size and dimensions. Although in theory, it is a similar model because you've got the zips on both wallets, but when I get the close-up and get inside the wallet is where you'll see all the differences. Okay, so let's have a quick well, I wouldn't say too quick, but let's have a close-up look. Now, first here is my Card Pocket. Now, I'm not going to go in too much detail about this particular wallet because you've seen it before. If you haven't tuned into my videos before, I have already reviewed this, and I'll put the link up somewhere in the screen that you can actually have a look at it in more detail. But the reason I wanted to bring this out is because some people, like myself, may be considering which one they want. Maybe they want both, maybe they want one. And I really wanted to cover what the difference is going to be between both these particular wallets, because they're very similar in function and very similar in style. So with the Card Pocket, in summary, it is 103 millimeters by 66 millimeters. The Folio Mini is 115 millimeters by 85 millimeters. So clearly a bit bigger. This one can hold 4 to 15 plus cards. This one is advertised as up to 12 cards, bills and coins, and so forth. Another initial difference, apart from the obvious size and color, and the color is the color, you can pick both in the same color perhaps, but this one here is actually, the folio is actually RFID protected. So if RFID is important to you, well then that will rule this one out straight away. Perhaps, you know, it's more around travel and so forth and you want RFID protection, this one would be the one to go for. Now with this here, it also has a magnetic coin section, which this here doesn't. So let's have a quick look inside. So the Card Pocket, you open it up, and in here you have two sections. You got this elastic section here where you can put whatever it is you choose to put. Leather trimming on the inside. It does have in here a little SIM slot where you can, you know, if you're traveling, you can put a SIM card in there. And then you've got this other deep section which Bellroy advertised is for coins. So therefore, if you were to put your coins in here, they aren't likely to come out when you open it. Bah, made me a liar. But they can come out when you open it, being that it's empty at the moment. So the idea with this one is I've got, let's say, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 9 cards. I used to have 10. Where did the 10th one go? Anyway, there's 9 cards in here. How I usually have this is in this way. So I've got 2 $20 notes. Now, being that this is a much smaller unit, you can't really fit them in half. Well, you could, but they sort of, I found that if you don't get it perfect, they do catch on the zips, which is quite annoying. So what I tend to do, I get my beads, fold them, and then fold them again. So fold them 2 times, and I prefer to put it in this section here. Why? Out of sight, out of mind. I could then also add the coins, which are already in there, as you can hear. What you can then do, and what I tend to do, is I'll put 2 or 3 of my most used cards in this elastic section here, okay? And then the rest of the cards will go in the middle. And as you can see, even with all those cards, there's notes, there's coins, it's still very compact. The reason I do it this way is that I don't want to shuffle through all the cards to get the card that I need, because I know that on top here is my most used cards, 1, 2, and 3. You can fold the zip over if need be, especially in this side here where the coins are, which just makes it a bit easier. Squeeze it and the coins will come out, and so will all the other cards if you flip it down too fast, and you can put it back in and so forth. Now, where the Folio Mini is different is that, see this one here, the zip sort of goes around to there, whereas this zip goes all the way around the wallet. This one stops probably, what, 3/4 of the way there, or 2/3 of the way there. Now, with this one, I can really open up the wallet, right? It gives you easy access to everything. With the Folio Mini, that's it. That's as much as you can open it. Now, if I pull harder, you open up the magnetic coin section. And which is why I think I ended up going for this wallet, to be honest with you. And it's not because I tend to carry a lot of coins, but it's because, well, it's a bit unusual, right? It's not the norm. So, again, very similar in style, where you've got the leather tabs for the zips. When you open this one, it does have the leather lining. Now, each color, so for example, if you were to buy the blue or the black, there are different colors and lining inside. And the lining is like a soft fabric in there. You've got leather here with the Bellroy embossing, obviously the famous owl at the front. And when you pull it apart, it's got this nice satisfying click where the coins go. And you know, every now and then I do like to carry coins, but sometimes, you know, you may just want to put in a key. So there's nothing stopping you from putting a key, something else. And how about this SD card? And it's secure, all right? So I've got coins, SD cards, my quad lock ring, and it's secure. Nothing's coming out of it when it comes to the middle section. So then the idea is here, you get your cards, and how I tend to have everything in this particular wallet is I'll put cards on one side, right? And then I'll get my notes. Now, the good thing with this is because it is bigger, the notes will fit only folded in half, which makes life a lot easier, because I'm not a fan of folding notes over and over again, because I find it to be a little bit distracting at times. I just want to get my note and pay and whatnot. Anyway, and I'll put the notes in here. So you can really stack up and put, you know, a lot more notes if need be, because it's only folded in half. So now I've got my 9 cards, my coins, my other bits and pieces, my notes. Zip it up. All is secure. Well, all is secure, so you think. One thing that you will notice in this wallet, if you look hard enough, is that where the zip finishes in here, there is a gap. If I was to open up the coin section, which is a bit hard to see on camera, there is a gap that comes out to the bottom. So if you were to put something very small, it could actually come out, because See if I can show you in camera. You can see that, where is it there? The light coming through at the bottom there. There it is. Okay, you can see there's a small gap. Same thing happens in here too. There is a small gap. So if you're going to put something very, very small, that could be a concerning thing. But I don't carry anything that small, to be honest with you. That makes that much difference. Now, there's a lot of things that I love about this wallet, but there's a few things that I also dislike about the wallet. Number one, I am a bit of a minimalist. When I bought this, I expected it to be a little bit smaller perhaps, and that's just my fault that I didn't pay too much attention, because I've got the same amount of cards in here. I do have a few more coins, granted, and a few more notes, but it is a lot thicker than this wallet here. Now, that might not be a big deal, especially now these are unisex wallets, and maybe, you know, if you carry a bag or whatever, maybe a bit easier, but it is thicker and it is a lot bigger. Therefore, when you wear it with your jeans and so forth, it does add a bit of bulk in your wallet, in your pocket, sorry. The other thing that I'm not a big fan of is, say you need to get your credit card, right? Or your driver's license, or whatever the case may be. When you open it, you're really restricted to accessing your cards because you can't really see what's where. So you have to take them out, fan them, get the card that you need, and you put it back in. Yeah, so it does make it a bit hard. I mean, when it comes to cash, no problem. You know, you can fan, get the cash you want. When it comes to the coins, yeah, there's a lot of room in here that you can access your bits and pieces. But the cards, they are very, very close by. They are very restricted. Therefore, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Unless you know that, you know, your everyday card's right at the front and I can grab it and go and whatever. But you do have to take them out more. Whereas with this one here, like I showed you before, if I was to have my top 2 or 3 cards on the side here, and then the rest, goes in the middle, right? When I open it, you've got easy access to these 3, but it also gives you the option to sort of fan them out because of the big wide opening on this wallet. So that's just something to consider, particularly if you are looking for, you know, more of the card practicality. You know, it's no, you know, secret wallet where they pop out and they sort of fan up, you can pick them and so forth. It is designed to sort of jam everything in it, pack it in there, and then when you need it, you've got access to it. But that's probably my only little flaw with this wallet. Well, 2. One is the gap, and the second one is the fact that the cards are a little bit more difficult to get out, the specific ones. And last but not least, that it is a little bit on the bulky side for carry. Now, does that stop me using it? Not really, because I find these days that, you know, I might be going out somewhere and I'll use a MagSafe wallet to chuck back on my phone with a couple of cards, because most of the cards these days are digital, they're on your mobile phone anyway. But, you know, for travel, I reckon this will make it a fantastic wallet. The fact that I can actually have my cash in here, have my coins, especially if you're traveling in countries where, you know, coins are more readily used, unlike, well, here in Australia, you can put your hotel key in there, or, you know, bike key, whatever the case may be. And on the side here, you've got your cards as well. You could also even have a stash. You know, here's a $50 note that I could, in theory, put in the magnetized area. So therefore, if I open up my wallet, as far as anyone else is concerned, I don't have any cash, but it's in there. So there are a few different ways, and that's why I've said before, with a lot of wallet manufacturers, they give you some ideas around how you can sort out your cards and where you can put them, but really, it's up to you. So, any regrets in buying another Bellroy wallet? Never, because I'll tell you what, I love the brand and the quality that they manufacture. I wish for once they just send me something to review and I don't have to pay for it, but that's another story. Good quality leather, good quality materials, very practical, very what I would like to call EDC style wallets, very minimalist, very unique as well. and they're nice quality, as I mentioned previously. The other thing is, you know what, if you're someone that occasionally likes to flip wallets, well, they tend to hold their value as well, because you're not going to get your money back, but Bellroy as a brand tend to hold their value in the second-hand market as well, and they also patina very well over time. Granted that you've got to use your wallet daily in order to appreciate the patina, which I don't, because I'm constantly changing. Yeah, great buy, no regrets, thoroughly enjoy it. I'm sure there's going to be particular times where I'll be using this wallet, other times I'm using a different wallet. You know, I used this for 2 weeks. Now I'm back to the Card Pocket for about a week now, just so again I can appreciate the differences. And you know, with some of these wallets, if you have a look online, someone will tell you on YouTube, hey, no, the cash goes in here, Sash, doesn't go there, and the cards go over there. You know what, it makes no bloody difference, because if you have a look at even Bellroy's site, some of these wallets, i.e. this Card Pocket, it says that, you know, it can hold up to so many cards, but it doesn't specify where you got to put them. So put them wherever it works. But if you disagree, comment below. Where have you found things to fit better? Nevertheless, fantastic item, no regrets. I'm really going to enjoy this one as well, as all the other Bellroy wallets that I've purchased. Thank you once again for tuning in. If you did like this video, please click the like button. If you haven't subscribed, do click the subscribe. You know the routine. You get notified when I release new videos. And if nothing else, it does help me with my algorithms. It does help me with my channel. You know, I don't get paid. I'm still very new to YouTube, but yeah, thank you for tuning in. My name is Sash, and this is ST Reviews. Goodbye.